Hello and welcome to the next episode of Motorway, Best Bank Heist Getaway Vehicles. Now, I'm not condoning robbing a bank, but these cars would certainly suit a great heist. First, we have the Dodge Charger Hellcat. It includes a 707 horsepower 6.2 liter Hemi V8 supercharged that was the same in the Challenger SRT Hellcat. Despite being heavier, it has a top speed of 204 miles an hour and 0 to 60 time in 3.4 seconds. And especially a quarter mile in 11.03. The Hellcat is claimed to be the fastest factory four-door sedan ever built. This being four doors and very fast, this makes it an amazing getaway vehicle. The Ford Taurus SHO, it features a 3.5 liter direct injected twin turbo EcoBoost V6 producing 365 horsepower and 350 foot-pounds of torque. Despite being an automatic transmission, it has all-wheel drive. And being an all-wheel drive and also being able to dress it up to make it look like a police car gives you the advantage to blend in when leaving the scene. The Subaru WRX STI, this has a 2.5 liter flat 4 dual overhead cam motor at 305 horsepower and 290 foot-pounds of torque and a 6-speed gearbox. What more could you ask for? 5 seconds to 60 miles an hour and a top speed of 144 miles an hour on or off road when you really need to get away. The Audi R6 Quattro Vaughn. This thing had a 5 liter twin turbo V10 producing 571 brake horsepower and 479 foot-pounds of torque. This thing could do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, and it had a top speed which was electronically limited to 155 miles an hour, but it had an option to de-restrict the top speed, and it boosted it up to 170 miles an hour. A very comfortable four-door with a twin-turbo V10. What more could you ask for when you and your mates are in a hurry? The BMW M5 F10. This thing has a twin turbo V8 producing 560 brake horsepower and 502 foot-pounds of torque. It featured a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, but in the US market it featured a 6-speed manual gearbox. And it's always a classic sporty luxury car for losing those flashing lights in your mirror. not least, we have the Hennessy Ford Velociraptor. This thing had two different models, either at 603 brake horsepower or 650 brake horsepower. And of course, anywhere from 538 foot-pounds of torque to about 550 foot-pounds of torque. Now this thing did 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. Mind you, this is on or off-road, and especially a huge 2.9 liter supercharger system. A huge pickup truck that was built with performance in mind. What about losing police? This thing will go on or off-road or even over cars if need be. Thank you very much for watching Motorway, and stay tuned for the next episode, Best Used Car for Under $1,000. Until then, thanks again.